Turn off your web camera.
Good morning,
teacher. Good morning, teacher. Morning, teacher. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. Good morning. Turn off your web cameras. Now, whenever you are in the school, whenever you are in the people, those who are not aware about you, or the higher authorities, or in the offices, in your school, in school office, whenever you are there, you just seek for the permission. Yes, these are called the formalities. You just follow the formalities which you have to follow. For example, may I come in? So whenever we are in the in our offices, in our school, wherever we are with the person who is very formal with us, we seek for the permission. Yes, we seek for the permission, and that permission is called the formality. Yes, that permission is called the formalities. In today's lesson, we are going to learn a lesson which is about no formalities. The word itself, when you hear that, you will say no, no. Yes, no means not. But in this lesson, we have a word called KNOW. That means no. No is in here. K is a silent word, but when we just seek that word no formalities, please, that means you should know which formalities you have to follow, or you should follow the formalities. Today's session, as I was telling you about the formalities. So I made the difference that NO no and KNOW, that is very different. NO no means no, we are not going to do it. NO no, that means never. But when we talked about KNOW, that means you should aware about the formalities. You should know them. You should have to understand the formalities. Okay, that is the difference. So the lesson is about no formalities, please. You should know the formalities. Okay, and in here, this is about the first part. The part 1 is about the class of 4th, same like you, and what happened in that class and how do they came to know about the formalities. Okay, what is the incident? One of the school incident, one of the lecture or one of the day was given over here, that how do the students the teacher taught them about the formalities. Okay, let us start with the first para. The student of class 4 greeted their teacher, Mrs. Desai, before they sat down. Okay, what happens whenever the teacher enters in the class? You know that which formality you have to do? You have to greet the teacher. Greet the teacher means you have to wish your teacher. If it is morning school, you have to say good morning. If it is afternoon, what you will say? Good afternoon. Okay, so the teacher, when she entered, the teacher name was Mrs. Desai. When she entered in the class, student wished her and they sat down. Now, what happens whenever the teacher comes in the class, she may be familiar with the students. The students get fond of the teacher. They just enjoy the lecture. They just talk with the teacher. They share their ideas, their experiences. Now, in this, what happens? The students are very much fond of the teacher, and it was the time for their English lecture. Who? Mrs. Desai was teaching them English. So, shall we bring out our Bal Bharati textbook teacher? They were very fond of the teacher and they seek for the permission. They asked for the permission to the teacher that, yes, teacher, can we take out our Bal Bharati English textbook? Who asked it? The girl from a class, that fourth class, that is Shruti. Okay, what did Shruti ask? Shruti asked for the permission to take out the books from the class. Not now, said the teacher. What did she say? The teacher said that no, you don't have to take out your books today because we are going to learn letter writing today. Okay, Mrs. Desai, she announced that today we are not going to do with the textbook, but the grammar portion, that is letter writing. Some special types of letter. What did she say? That there are types of letters, and today we are going to learn a very special type of letter. Come here. What did she say? After announcing the topic, she said, Javed and Nisha, can you please come here? Please distribute these notebooks. She may have collected the books for correction and she wanted to distribute that. So what did she announce? She called Javed and Nisha and said them that can you please distribute the notebooks. That means she is also asking for the permission. Please distribute this book. She gave the formality. And while they gave out the books, as the Javed and Nisha was distributing the books among the students, Mrs. Desai, she continued talking her lecture. Let me give you some good news. What did she announce? She said that, let me give you the good news. The students were all ears now. All ears now means they were very attentive. They were excited to listen to the good news. Yes, here is in our school, what happens whenever there is a Maushi comes with the muster about the notice, you people are about to all the years now. You are very conscious about listening to them, that whether we have holiday or the exam or whatever timetable or whatever notice it is, you are interested in that. Yes. So the teacher was about to tell them about some good news and they were very attentive. Their teacher announced with a smile. Teacher was very happy, and what did she announce? She said that new arrivals in the library and plenty of them, storybooks of every kind, informative books with the lovely pictures, books of puzzles, jokes, all have been displayed in the library. So you will know which one to ask for the next time you are in the library. What did she announce? That there is a new arrival. The librarian have made, he just have brought some of the books and there are plenty of books in the library. What type of book she mentioned? She said that there are the plenty of books like the books with the lovely pictures, the story books of every kind, informative books that is also with the pictures, books of puzzles and jokes. Everything is there. You just have to go and ask to the librarian about the book. Oh, lovely. Can I hardly wait? I can hardly wait. What did? Was some of eager responses to the piece of news. All were excited except one. Now the whole class was very excited. They were just cheering up and they are saying that, oh, lovely, we cannot wait. We just want to go and read the books of jokes, story, everything, informative books. They were very eager. They just wanted to read it. Eager means what? We cannot stop ourselves with doing something which we interest. Okay. So, but what was that? The one student was not excited. Who was that? Let us see. Who was that student who is not excited for the library? What's the use? Complaint Felix. What did the name called Felix? The boy was not excited. He was very sad. What did he complain? He just complained about what's the use? We have only one library period in a week and hardly for an half an hour too. Just when the story gets interested, we have to leave the book and go back to class. What did he say? That there is no use of so many books because we cannot read them. Whenever we start reading the period is about half an hour. We have to take a time to reach the library. We have to come back to the class. And in the middle of the time, we just read the book. And as soon as we started, the story gets interesting and the period's over. That is the sad thing. Now, another one said, Varsha joined to say, yes, the girl from the class, she also said that for 2 weeks, I have been waiting to know what happened to the pied piper of Hamlin. Okay, she was reading a book. Okay, in that book, there is a character called Hamlin, and she was waiting to know what happened with him. Why? Because she must have read the half book, and the half book is remaining. In the last lecture, she must have read it, but she has to wait for the 2 weeks. Because why she has to wait for the 2 weeks? Because there was a holiday. The last Saturday, when her library period was there, that time they may be having a holiday and she missed the library period. And because of that, she has to wait for 2 weeks. Okay, so all the students started one by one complaining that we are not even the library period or the library books are not in use. We cannot read them because we don't have the period. We just have an half an hour to read it, but it is not enough for all of us. Mrs. Desai, now the teacher realized that what her students said was perfectly true. She must have understood that students are in deep sorrow. They just wanted to read the books. They are interested or they have the reading, but because of the half an hour lecture, they cannot be able to read it. She understood. She may have connected with the student and she perfectly, that student, whatever they said, it's a perfectly true. She decided to request the principal to allow a home issue facility for class 4. Okay, now you can see you are very small and just giving or issuing the book at home will not be okay. But if you are a responsible person, if you know the importance of book, what you will do, you will handle the book with care. So with her own risk, Mrs. Desai, what did she say? That I will ask to the permission that the student can take the book at home, they will read it, and they will again submit the book in the library. She is going to seek the permission. Seek the permission means she is going to ask for the permission. After all, they were big enough to look after the books they took home. What did she say? That yes, you people are big enough. You can take care of your books. You can read them. You can handle them with care. Okay. So, hey, wait, thought Mrs. Desai. What did she say? That okay, she got an idea, and that idea, the expression of her was, hey, wait. That means she was just excited to tell them something. There is a better way to do it. She have an idea and she said that it's a better way to do it. Why not let the student themselves write a letter of request to the principal? What did she say? That she said that instead of asking me, instead of asking the permission, what do you, all the students will write the letter to the principal and the permission will be sought. After all, that was what she had planned to teach that day. Or she said that yes, I was planned to teach you the letter writing. Yes, the special kind of letter. So should we start with the polite letter or should we write the polite or a formal letter? Okay, so she gave that today we are going to learn how to write a polite and a formal letter. Okay, that is which I was taught you in the last lecture, in the last week's lecture, that is informal letter writing. Okay, formal itself tells us that we should follow the formalities, which don't have to be very tough, but a very polite and a very formal language you can seek for the permission. Okay, what an opportunity, a good subject for a formal letter. What did she say that? Yes, I was about to teach you the formal letter, but I got a very good subject. It's a very good topic which we can write it and we can just follow that. You will get a result after that. A real situation would make a learning more effective and interesting. What did she say that? Yes, if it is a real situation, if you have to send the letter in actual instead of writing in the notebook and just reading that and making by hearting that, what is, if we follow the real situation, if we write a proper letter and we send it, you will get a better result. It will be more effective and it will be more interesting. So when Mrs. Desai suggested this to her class, they were very excited. Okay, this class was awesome. They worked with the teacher. They are not making the noise. But as the Mrs. Desai suggested them to write a letter to the principal, just have to see that they are writing an actual or the real letter to the principal, asking or seeking for the permission of library book issue. So all of them were very excited. Without losing much time, Mrs. Desai began to teach her class how to write a formal letter. Now here she wants to taught them. So what did she? She gave all the format of the informal letter writing. She taught them. After teaching, the students have to write the letter. So she started with that, the sender's address and the date. You just have to imagine when I was teaching you the informal letter, which was the which was the format I gave you, the sender's address and the date. She must be in the upper right corner of the page. But now what we have done, the format has been changed accordingly. In this lesson, they were writing the address, the sender address and the date in the upper right of the corner here. Just for example, this is the right corner of the page. Here you have to write the sender's address and your date. And after that, you must write the subject of the letter in short. Okay, you have to write the subject and the letter. Now, this is the formal letter. You have to follow some instructions. In informal letter, you just greet that, dear father, dear friend. But here, you have to mention the subject. Okay. So, sorry, I missed one line. The next step is to write the name or the post of the receiver near the left margin. Then write her or his or her address below that. Okay, what do we do? Here we just write the sender's address. Okay, and in here in the middle of this page, you have to write the name of the to whom you are sending the letter and his address. Okay, below that you are going to write the subject of the letter. She further instructed. That's somehow something new, remarked Sharon. What did she said that? Yes, this is new. When we were writing a letter, we haven't wrote the subject of the letter, but this is something new which is we follow. We do not mention the subject in our friendly letters, do we? She said, she asked the teacher that we never mentioned the subject. We never wrote about why we are writing this letter. Of course not, said Mrs. Desai. What did Mrs. Desai say? She said that, yes, of course, we are not writing a subject in a informal letter or in a friendly letter. What do we do next, teacher? Shruti wanted to know. All the students were very excited and they keep on asking. And what did they ask? That teacher, what can we do it next? you address the receiver writing dear sir or dear madam. After the address of the receiver, you have to leave one line, and after that you have to write dear sir or whatever, dear sir or a dear madam. Remember, the rest of the letter should be written in polite language. What did she say that? Now in the first two, three, what we do, we seek for the formalities. We follow the format, the sender's address, the date, the receiver's name and the date, and the subject. But after writing a dear sir or dear madam, what are you going to do? But now what happens? We don't write dear sir or dear madam. What we do, write respected ma'am or respected sir. So in that polite language, she told them to write about the dear word. And after that, Mrs. Desai explained, should we end it with yours lovingly? Asked Renu. What did Renu said that? Teacher, when I was writing a letter to my friend, I wrote yours lovingly. Should I write it at the end of the letter? Now the teacher said, oh no, said teacher. You can write that you are with to your friends or your parents. Okay? As I have told you in the informal letter, we write it yours lovingly, yours son. But when we talked about the formal letter, when we're writing to the people whom we asking for the permission, that time at the end of the lecture, you have to write yours faithfully. Faithfully means you can keep the faith. I'm not talking the false. I'm not saying something lie in this letter. That is called your faithfully. And yours sincerely. Sincerely means, yes, I'm a good boy and I'm not writing anything miss. Just yours sincerely. I'm following the permissions. Do not forget to thank the receiver appreciately before you close the letter. Yes, we do have to write thank you. When you finished the letter, in the middle of the line, you have to write thank you. After that, in that left right corner, you have to mention yours faithfully. Now, Mrs. Desai taught them the letter. She told everything about the address, about the subject, about the main body of the letter, the greeting, everything she told them. After quite few errors, cancellations and changes, here is the letter. What? The students keep practicing that letters. They wrote so many letters, 2, 3 few letters they wrote. And teacher was again and again just cancelling that letter and she made the changes to that. But after a while, the class 4, some of the students have succeeded to write the letter. The class 4 wrote their principal. It was written very neatly. Okay? After so many practices, they wrote very neatly and very nicely letter to the principal. Okay? Here is the letter. You can see as I was telling you. Let me tell you through the this. What is this? This is the name and the address and the date of the sender. The person who is writing a letter, we have to write the name, the address and the date. Now you can see over here. You can just see. Here you can see that the date is written with the date, the month and the year. So like this only you have to follow the sequence of writing the date in a letter. Okay, remember always you have to write the date. After that you have to mention the month in a spelling, in a word. And after that again in the numbers you have to mention the year. Okay, this is the exact format which you are going to follow in the letter writing. Okay. After that, the teachers told them that they have to write the to whom they are sending the letter, the person who is going to receive the letters, his name and his address will come here. You can see over here, it is date is mentioned over here. But here we don't have to mention the date. We just have to write TO2, then comma, and about the name of the person to whom you are sending the letter and his address. Okay. So this is the exact format. We are going to write it in the formal letter writing. After that, she told about the subject. What did she said? That we are just writing a letter to the principal, but about what? It should be mentioned in the formal letter. We have to give the subject. So after leaving a one line, what did she mentioned? The heading. She mentioned the heading subject, and after that she wrote why she is writing or why the students are writing the lesson. That is request for home issue facility. Okay, here she mentioned it in a short word, but if you would like, you can mention it in a full sentence that request for the book from library for home issue facility. Okay, library books home issue facility. This also you can write it. It's up to you how you have mentioned the subject, but the person who is reading the letter should get an idea from the subject that why you wrote the letter. Okay, that's why in a letter we mentioned the subject. After that, she told them to greet the person. Yes, so how do we greet? We greet it with the dear madam, dear sir, or we can say respected ma'am, respected sir, respected principal. Okay, like this we have to greet them. After greeting, what we are going to do, the main letter of the main body of the letter. What is the main body? You have to mention your class, your whatever, who have give you the idea, from where did you receive the information, and why do you write the letter. And after that, in the last para, you can seek for the permission. Let me read this letter to you so that you can understand how do the student ask for or seek for the permission for the library book. Okay. Pragati Vidyalay, Pushpak Marg, Bachanpur, 6 July 2014. The letter is written to the principal, Pragati Vidyalay, Pushpak Marg, Bachanpur. The subject is request for home issue facility. Dear Madam, we, okay, after we, why do they put we? Because it's writing, a whole class is writing. We, after that comma, the student of class 4 have a request. Our English teacher, Mrs. Desai, has informed us about many new books that has arrived in our school library. We are eager to read. What did in a so many less word, what did they said that? As we got an information from Mrs. Desai, she told us about the new book and we are just wanted to read it in a simple word. In the second para, what did they mention? However, it is not possible for us to finish reading a book during a library period, which is only once in a week. Okay, whatever problem they may facing, it is mentioned over in the second para. What did they say? That we are not able to finish the book in one lecture. Okay, and after a 1 week we have a lecture, so we just have to wait for a full week. Everything they mentioned in just a single or the line. In the third para, they seek for the permission. What do they asked for? May we have your kind permission, madam, to take the books for home reading. Okay, now they are asking for the permission. They very nicely, very politely, they asked that may we have your kind permission. See the words, kind permissions. Okay, to take the books for home reading. We promise that we shall take utmost care of the books and return them on time. What did They just promise whatever their permission is asking. They said that we just promise you that we will not just uh, we will take care of that book. We will handle the book with care and we will return it on time. We are not going to lose that book. Everything mentioned in a very less words. And after that, they just have put yours faithfully, all the students of class 4. Here, the teacher was mentioned about we have to thank you. So here you can write thank. So after the letter, you can write thank and then thank you, and then you can end the letter with yours faithfully. All students of class 4. Okay. So all this, the letter writing is given over here. So this is the letter which we have learned, the formal letter writing, as we have a very different or something new in that. In informal letter, that is the letter when you are writing to your parents, the friends, your relatives, you never mentioned this part. Which one? You never mentioned this part when you are writing the letter to your friend or to your parents. But when we write a letter to the higher authorities, we just have to mention the subject. Okay. So this is important. This is the letter which we have learned today through the students from the class 4, and Mrs. Desai as well as Mrs. Gusale also taught you the letter. Yes. Do we have to learn? If you have any doubt, you can practice letter writing, and after doing the practice, I just make it sure that you people will write a letter to anyone which you want to seek for the permission. Okay. So this is all about the formalities. We just follow the formalities and we wrote a very perfect letter with the help of Mrs. Desai. Okay.